Hey man, in today's video I'm gonna show you all possible ways to raise your reputation with every faction individually. I'll be showing all possible methods for all factions from most to least efficient, so drop a sub and let's dive in. Something I need to mention before we start is that Charisma gives you some talents in case you want to keep all that good rep and cap it out higher. And if you're lucky enough to start with a Dread, you also start with higher reputation with all factions. But anyways, first off we have Etrea. There is an area where you can reset your reputation to neutral just above the Antiquarian. In addition, there's a few things you can do, but I strongly recommend doing the wood donating method, by buying wood from the blacksmith in Etreas if you want to max out your reputation. You can donate wood to this guy in Etreas, and this person in the Isle of Vigils. Though in Vigils you can't buy wood, so I strongly recommend for you to head to Etreas, as this can take a while. Around 100 to 200 wood will be needed, which is approximately 500 nodes total. You can also talk to this guy outside the blacksmith and tell him you want to rat him out for a 50% discount. Do note that you need to do this every few seconds, meaning you should wait for the rep increase dialog to show, then when it has faded away you can give again. You can also get a very big amount of reputation with a small invasion event at the Bridge of Etreas. So if it happens, kill one of the two bandits and grip it somewhere nearby in order to get the reputation. Events for Etrea exist all across both illuminants. Next up we have some factions that can only be advanced with events and specific quests. They also have places to reset your reputation to neutral. These include the Hive, which has events that appear only in Stars of Valley with Etreas vs Hive event, and by helping the Hive mech defeat the Authority Commander. The Zurich NPC to reset Hive reputation is located in the Lord's Grove, slightly to the right when you enter through the big door. The Central Authority is another faction like Etrea that has a lot of different places for events, starting from Lower Eresia, in which they fight Etreans, in Upper Eresia where they fight the 100 Legions, and in the Eastern Luminant where they fight the Hive Construct or a Legion Captain. The Reputation Reset NPC is located outside of Fort Merit, laying against a big rock. Now for the Summer Company, there's events at the Ignition Union and in Summer Isle itself versus the Ignition Union. They have a reputation reset point a bit outside of Summer Isle. After crossing two bridges, you'll find an NPC standing against the wall, reading a book, and there you can bake some notes to get neutral reputation. Speaking of the Ignition Union, there aren't any events besides that, aside from fighting the Mecha Sarkos at almost the peak of the Union base. Like any other faction so far, there's an NPC above the main entrance you can head to in order to reset your reputation to neutral. Heading down deep into the depths, we can find the Divers. Reputation can be obtained by killing any monsters that divers are fighting, and also by killing Squibbo at its spawn, you can get a large amount of XP and reputation. You may also reset your reputation to Gurdin, close to the Hellbell. From here on, the next factions you won't have an NPC to reset your reputation to, instead you'll have to grind it for yourself. The Ministry has two ways to increase reputation. Number one being you go to the Summer Isle and fight off the Children of Navae, and number two, you can get bounties from an NPC located in one of the Summer Isle islands, asking you to kill people in Songseeker Wilds. The same can be done by heading to the NPC at the huge statue in the center of Etrian Sea in the Etrian Luminant, though this guy will be asking you to kill people in Eresia, which is pretty easy in my opinion. You will mostly need this while advancing the Contractor quest. If you want to go against the Ministry, you can raise your reputation by helping the Children of Navae in their event in Summer Isle, though there is a couple more quests you can do to gain lots of reputation. First, there's the Hostage quest, where if you can get Nevain hostages from all over Eresia and take them to the Nomad camp, and you can also do the Meteor Isle quest to raid Fort Merit. You also get 2 knowledge from this. More on it in another video at the top right corner. Next up we have the 100 Legions. These guys have an event in Upper Eresia in which they are finding the authority, and the same goes for the event in the East Luminant, which is one-on-one with the captains. For the last one, in the overworld, we have the Knives of Eylis, and the only way to get a reputation back is by killing the Etreans in the Voidwalker ship fight event, or if you're a Voidwalker, you can do bounties instead. Last but not least, we will be heading back down in the depths to talk about the lost Celtor and their weird and only way to get their trust back for you. That way is to get a wipe by them and get a restore. Anyways, that's all the ways you can get the reputation for every faction in the game. Make sure you drop a sub and join the Discord. Peace.